Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Early Saturday morning. Watched a fabulous baseball game between the Red Sox and the Yankees a little earlier. And Red Sox held on to win to take game one of the best of five divisional playoff series. 5-4. And it made me want to pull out my old Strat-O-Matic Card Dice Baseball game, which I purchased in 1984 and came with the 1983 season. And we're going to play a little Red Sox Yankees using card and dice all the way, no PC. I know it's difficult. You probably can't see the cards. I'm absolutely positive you can't see the cards, but you'll have to trust me on my rolls. It's been a long time since I played Strat Card and Dice, so let's have some enjoyment as we go to the Twilight Zone together. Alright, we're playing at Fenway Park. And let's go to the lineups here. The pitcher for the New York Yankees, Ron Guidry. And in 1983, he was 21-9 with an ERA of 3.42. Pitching for the Boston Red Sox, lefty Bruce Hurst. And in 1983, he had a .500 record, 12-12 with a 4.09 earned run average. Starting lineup for the Yankees. Playing second base, leading off, Willie Randolph. He batted .279 with 2 home runs. Batting second, playing left field, Lou Piniella. .291 with 2 home runs. Batting third, playing right field, Dave Winfield. .283, he had 32 round trippers. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Don Baylor. .303 with 21 homers. Batting fifth, playing third base, Greg Nettles. .266, 20 homers. Following year, he'll play for San Diego in the World Series. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, Roy Smalley. .275 and 18 home runs. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Sr. .306, 11 round trippers. Batting eighth, playing first base, Don Mattingly. .283, 4 home runs. And batting ninth, doing the catching, Rick Cerone. .220 with 2 home runs, though he hit decent against lefties, as 56% of his hits came off left-handed pitching. Get to the Red Sox lineup in a moment. And the Boston Red Sox lineup to face Ron Guidry. It's not a stellar one, folks, that's for sure, in 1983. Reed Nichols will lead off, playing center field. .285 with 6 home runs. Batting second, the third baseman, Wade Boggs. .361 with 5 home runs. I decided to bat Boggs second. Hello, Moni G. Hope all is well. Batting third, the designated hitter, Jim Rice. Rice, .305 with 39 homers in 83. Batting fourth, playing right field, Dwight Evans. .238 with 22 bombs. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Tony Armas. .218 with 36 home runs. Batting sixth, playing first base, Dave Stapleton. .247, 10 homers. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Glenn Hoffman. .260 with 4 home runs. Batting 8th, doing the catching, Gary Allenson, .230 with 3 home runs. And batting 9th, the Rem Dog, Jerry Remy, .275, no home runs. Alright, let's turn the clock back, folks. Little card and dice. I haven't played this game this way in years. So bear with me. I might get some of the rules mixed up or a hybrid of the rules, but I played 3 quick innings, and I said, what the heck, let's go up on the channel for ha-ha's sake. Alright, so we're at Fenway Park, and leading off, as I stated, Willie Randolph. And he's a right-handed batter. He'll be facing the lefty Bruce Hurst, and ball game on its way. And that's a 4 and a 5. This will be off the Hurst card. A 4 and a 5 to a right-handed batting Willie Randolph. Is a fly ball out to center, and Armas makes the catch 1 away. So Randolph flies out to center field. Here comes Sweet Lou Piniella. Here's the pitch by Hurst, and it's a 5-10, and that's going to go off the Hurst card. 5-10, and that ball is he an end power against right-handed pitching? He is a W, so that's weak, but he's facing left-handed pitching, and he's N, and that's normal, and that's a home run. So Lou Piniella homers, and it's 1-0 Yankees. I believe I did that right. So that's a home run for Sweet Lou. Home run. And he touches them all. 1-0 New York. So 1 out, no one on. 1-0 New York. Here comes Dave Winfield, right-handed power hitter. Here's the pitch, and that is a 2-9. 2-9. Winfield, left-handed pitcher. So we go off his left-handed card. And a 2-9, and it's back-to-back jacks. Unbelievable. Winfield goes yard as he jacks one to the bullpen. And back-to-back homers. Hurst has given up, and it's 2-0 Yankees. Has not started off well for the left-handed. So 2-0 Yankees. As that was a 2-9, we go to Winfield's card under the left-handed pitcher. 2-9's a homer. So back-to-back jacks. Let's see if Baylor can take Hurst deep. Here's the pitch to Don Baylor. That's a 5-4. We go to Hurst's card, right-handed column. 5-4. He hits it deep to center, but Tony Armas tracks it down, so Armas makes the catch. So sandwiched between the 2 Armas flyouts are 2 homers. So 2 outs. Top of the first, 2-0 Yankees. And here's Greg Nettles. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Nettles. That is a 5-11. Lefty-lefty, 5-11. And that is a ground ball back to Hurst. He's a 1 rating, and that's a 5. Let's go to the old Fielding X chart. And where's Mr. Pitcher? There's Mr. Pitcher. That's a 5. And that's a ground ball. He snares it. He throws to Stapleton. Side retire, but Hurst gives up 2 dingers, and it's 2-0 Yankees. We go to the bottom of the first. Here at Fenway. Flip the scorecard over. And leading off, Reed Nichols, followed by Wade Boggs and Jim Rice to face Ron Guidry. Guidry, 20-game winner, 21 wins to be exact, in 1983. 21-9. Struck out 156. All right, here's Reed Nichols, right-handed batter, and that is a 2-2. What will you do on a 2-2? And what that will be is a pop-out. So Guidry jams him. It's a pop-out to Mattingly. 1 down. And here's Wade Boggs. A lefty-lefty matchup. Boggs with the 361 batting average. Guidry picks up the sign from Cerrone, and he deals a 2 and a 6. So we go to the left-handed pitcher off of Boggs' card, 2-6, and it's a possible single. 1 through 3 is a single, and it's an 18, so he lines out to the second baseman, Willie Randolph, 2 down. So 2 outs, base is empty for Jim Rice. He'd like to get 1 back with a homer. Tremendous power for Rice. Guidry's ready, he deals to Rice, and that is a 6-6. It's going to go off the Ron Guidry card. 6, right-handed column, and a 6. It's going to be a base hit for Rice, and that is, my God, we got lots of 6s. That's another 6. And 1 through 12 is a double. So Rice with a 2-out double keeps the inning alive. Rice is at second. 1 through 12 base runner. Probably should have written that down somewhere. Let's put that like that. So 2 outs. Here comes Dwight Evans. Chance to get the Red Sox on the board here. Rice will be off on contact with 2 outs. You add 2 more to his running ability. I believe that's the way that works. Here's the pitch to Evans from Guidry, and that is a 3-5. We go off the Evans cards, off a lefty, 3-5, and Evans works a walk. So first and second, 2 outs. And that's a walk. It's double. So first and second, 2 outs. And here comes Tony Armas. 1 swing in the back could put the Red Sox up 3-2. Guidry kicks and fires, and that's a 4-8. And that's going to go off the Guidry card. 4-8. Ground ball to the second baseman, Willie Randolph. Randolph, we got to check the X chart. Randolph is a 2. And he's a second baseman. So let's roll the 20-sided die. And that's an 11. So a 2 and an 11. He makes the diving stop, pops up and throws to first. Side is retired. Willie Randolph does his J.O.B. Red Sox strand 2. Nice play by Willie Randolph as Armas grounds out to end the first. Over the top of the second, 2-0 Yankees. Due up for New York, Smalley, Griffey, and Mattingly. If anyone gets on, the catcher, Rick Cerrone. Hurst deals the Smalley switch hitter batting righty, and that is a 110. 110. And a 110 is a single for Roy Smalley, and he singles the center. So Smalley is on. Single for Smalley. 1 through 11 base runner, 10 stealer. He'll stay put. And that will bring up Ken Griffey Sr. He batted over 383. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from Hurst to Griffey. And that's a 6-7. It's going to be off the Hurst card. 6-7, and that's a strikeout. So Hurst strikes out Griffey. 1 out, 1 on. 2-0 Yankees. I'll bring up Don Mattingly. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Mattingly. And that's a 5-8. 5-8. It's going to go off the Hurst card. Lefty-lefty. 5-8. And this is going to be a base hit. And 1 through 11 on the 20-sided roll will be a double. And it will score the runner from first. And it's a 1. So Mattingly doubles to the gap, and scoring all the way from first, because there's 2 stars there, is Smalley. And it's 3-0 Yankees as Mattingly doubles with 1 out. So Mattingly at second with 1 out, and here comes the catcher, Rick Cerone. Cerone hit lefties pretty good. Hurst has struggled so far. Here's the pitch to Cerone, and Hurst deals him a 4-11. And Cerone's a right-handed batter, 4-11. And that's a fly ball out to left, and Reed Nichols, and that's an X. So Nichols in left is a 2. Let's go to the handy-dandy fielding chart. Roll the 20-sided die. That's an 11. And a 2 and an 11. That's a single. And scoring from second, as the base runner will advance 2 base, is Don Mattingly. So Nichols can't get to the ball, and Rick Cerone's hot hitting against lefties continues. And it's 4-0 Yankees, as this has gotten ugly quite quickly. Go back to the top of the order. And Willie Randolph. So 1 out, Cerone's at first. 4-0 Yankees. Here's the pitch to Randolph. Randolph flew out to center his first time up, and that's a 3-10. We go off the Randolph card, 3-10 against lefties, 3-10, and that's a fly ball B. Fly ball B. So that is an out, and Cerone just stays at first. So Randolph flies out to left. Nichols makes the catch. 2 outs. Cerone still at first. He'll be off on contact, so that gives him a couple extra steps. Here's the pitch to Lou Piniella. Piniella hit a home run his first time up, and that's a 6-5 to Lou Piniella. 6-5. That's going to be off the Hurst card in his right-handed side. So 6-5, ground ball to second. Remy has it, throws to first, side retired. But once again, Bruce Hurst gives up 2. Go to the bottom of the second, 4-0 Yankees. Here's Ron Guidry, and Guidry is going to face Stapleton, Hoffman, and Allison. If anyone gets on, the Rem Dog, Jerry Remy. Here's the pitch to Dave Stapleton from Guidry, and that's a 6-8. And that's going to be off the right-handed pitcher card of Guidry, 6-8. And that's a fly ball to left. Piniella makes the catch, 1 away. Here's Glenn Hoffman. Here's the pitch, and Hoffman gets a 4-10. Again, this will be off the Guidry card for right-handed side, 4-10, and Guidry jams him, and Hoffman pops out to Mattingly at first. So 2 outs, and here comes Gary Allenson. Jerry Remy on deck. Allenson trying to keep the inning alive. He awaits the Guidry delivery. Here it is. That's a 3-9 off the Allenson card. 3-9. And he hits his ball deep to left. Piniella goes back to the wall. He makes the catch. Side retired. Allenson just missed that one. Just got under it. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We go to the top of the third. 4-0 Yankees. Due up for the Yankees, Winfield, Baylor, and Nettles. As we have the cards upside down. So here's Dave Winfield. He homered his first time up when Piniella and Winfield went back-to-back jacks. Hurst picks up the sign. He deals. And that is a 4-8. A 4-8 to Winfield off the Hurst card. 4-8, and that's another base hit for Winfield. That's a single. He's 2 for 2. So Winfield starts off the third with a single. He's on first. He's a B stealer. Allenson arm is a -1. 1 through 17 base runner, but he'll stay put. Power hitter. Steps to the plate. Don Baylor, the designated hitter. He flew out to center. Hurst kicks and fires, and Baylor gets a 6-7. A 6-7 off the Hurst card. Right-handed batter. 6 and a 7, and that's a strikeout. He strikes out Baylor. Big swing and a miss. 1 out, 1 on. And here's Greg Nettles. Nettles grounded back to the pitcher. His first time up. And that's a 110 to Nettles, so it's going to go off his card. 110, and he fouls out to Allenson, the catcher. So he pops out to Allenson in foul territory. 2 down. So Winfield will be off on contact, the speedy runner. Roy Smalley steps to the plate. He singled and scored on the Mattingly double in the top of the second. Here's the pitch to the switch-hitting Smalley, batting right-handed, and that is a 5-9 off the Hurst card. 5-9, and he strikes this ball well. And good gosh almighty, off right-handed pitching, he's an end, and that's a 2-run blast. Possibly, if we roll a 1, it's a double no matter what. It's an 18, so that's a double. And with 2 outs, that's a double to center. That's over Armis's head. So Smalley doubles with 2 outs. With 2 outs, you add 2 more. So it's 1 through 19. That Winfield will be safe because he's a 1 through 17 base runner. If we throw and we don't get him out, I believe the runner advances. So the ball will be cut off, and Winfield will score all the way from first on the 2-out double. 5-0 Yankees. Oh boy. So Winfield scores all the way. All the way from first. Let's get the cards set up again. It's 5-0 Yankees, and Smalley is at second. And here comes Ken Griffey Sr. Ken Griffey Sr. struck out his first time up. Hurst struggling. Here's the pitch, and that is a 3-7. A 3-7 will be off the Griffey card. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3-7 ground ball to Remy, and the inning is over. 4-3. But the Yankees strike again. They've scored at least 1 run in each inning. It's now 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Red Sox bats have to get going, but I don't know if they're going to do that against the Gator. Due up for Boston. Jerry Remy in the top of the order. Nichols and Boggs. Lefty-lefty matchup. Remy's an A bunter. Remy's an A bunter. We're going to let him swing away, though. And that is a 4-9, and that's not going to be a hit, that's for sure. That's a strikeout. 4-9 off the Guidry card. So Remy goes down via the K, 1 out, top of the order now. To face Guidry. Here's Reed Nichols. Nichols popped out to Mattingly his first time out. Cerrone sets the target. Here's the pitch from the Gator. And that is a 1-6. A 1-6. It'll go off the Nichols card. 1-6. Yeah. Strikes the ball hard. 1 through 17 is a base hit. It's an 11. So Reed Nichols singles here in the bottom of the third with 1 out. So Nichols is on with 1 out. And here comes Wade Boggs. Boggs lined out to Randolph. He awaits the delivery. Here's the pitch. And that is a 3-9 off the Boggs card. Left-handed side. 3-9. And Boggs works a walk. So the Red Sox have something going here. Nichols goes to second. Boggs works a walk. So first and second, 1 down for Jim Rice. Red Sox down 5-0. We got that card mixed up. We got to get Rice. There we go. Rice looking to send one over the monster. Guidry's ready. Here's the pitch to Jim Rice, and that is a 5-8. It's going to be off the Guidry card, right-handed batter side. 5-8. 5-8. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, Smalley. Smalley is a 4. So we roll the 20-sided die for the shortstop. We go to the handy-dandy X chart. And that's a 5. A 5 and a 4. And that's a single. So Jim Rice singles past the dive of Roy Smalley. Runners advance 1 base. And we have bases loaded. As Nichols goes to third, Boggs goes to second. And Rice is on first with a 1-out single. Bases are juiced for Tony Armas. For Dwight Evans, excuse me. Evans walked his first time up. Here come the Boston Red Sox trying to get back in this game, folks. Here come the Red Sox. Evans really wants that 3 column. Guidry bears down, picks up the sign from Cerrone. He deals, and that's a 5-5. And it will go off of the Guidry card. 5-5. And Evans strikes this ball high and deep towards the monster. A 1 or 2, and it's a home run. And it's a 5. So that's a double off the monster. 2 runs will score. Rice will be held at third. The Red Sox are on the board. It's 5-3. Could be a Fenway slugfest here, folks. So a 2-run double as Nichols and Boggs score. Rice advances to third. And Evans gets 2 ribbies on the double with 1 out. It's now 5-2, and here comes Tony Armas, the tying run to the plate. So here's Tony Armas. Armas grounded out to second his first time. Armas looking for that 3 column. He has a home run on the 11, 12, and 4. Here's the pitch from Guidry to Armas, and it's a 4 column off the Guidry card. Armas, a right-handed batter, so it's a 4-7. A 4-7. Big swing and a miss. Guidry strikes him out. Armas was looking to go yard, so there's 2 down. And I'll bring up Dave Stapleton. Stapleton flew out to Lou Piniella and left his first time up. Guidry deals quickly to Stapleton, and that is a 1-9 off the Stapleton card. 1-9, and Stapleton walks. Good at bat by Stapleton. So a Stapleton walk keeps the inning alive, and bases are juiced. No place to put Glenn Hoffman. Hoffman popped out to Mattingly his first time up. So bases are juiced. And here's Hoffman. 2 outs. Runners will be off on contact. Cerrone has a word with Guidry, who's beginning to struggle. The 20-game winner. Won 21 games in 83. Back behind the plate. Cerrone squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Hoffman. And that is a 5 and an 8 off the Guidry card. 5-8. Ground ball to Smalley at short, and as we've witnessed, he doesn't have the best range. He is a 4 for a fielder. And that's a 2 and a 4, and that's another single. Hoffman singles. The runners advance 2 bases, so Rice scores from third. It's now 5-3. Evans scores all the way from second, 5-4. Stapleton goes first to third on the 2-out single, knocking in 2 by Glenn Hoffman. So Smalley has hurt the Yankees defensively, that's for sure, as he lets another one sneak by into left center. So Stapleton's at third. Rice and Evans scored. First and third, 2 outs, 5-4. The Red Sox have scored 4. They've gotten to Guidry here in the bottom of the third. And here comes Gary Allenson, chance to tie it up. Stapleton 90 feet away. Here's the pitch to Allenson. Allenson flew out to left. And that's a 3-5 off the Allenson card. 3-5, and Allenson walks. So Guidry, who had just been dominant in the first 2 innings, now faces bases loaded as the Red Sox bat around here. And here comes Jerry Remy, who struck out to start off the inning. So Stapleton's at third, Hoffman's at second, and Allenson is at first. And here's Jerry Remy. Here's the pitch to Remy. And that is a 4-8. It'll be a lefty-lefty off the Guidry card. 4-8. Ground ball to Willie Randolph at second with an X next to it. We have to check it. Randolph is a 2. So that's much better than Smalley. And that's a 14, though. So that's a 14 and a 2. And that says out with no runners on base. Okay. 4. If no runners are forced, runners hold with 1 or more runners are better. It's an out, so it doesn't matter. It's an out. So Remy makes 2 outs in the inning as he grounds out 4-3. And now, because we batted around, I have to make this the third. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So Remy makes 2 outs in the bottom of the third, but the Red Sox score 4 times. They leave them loaded, though. They pulled it within 1, 5-4 Yankees. We go to the top of the fourth. Remy is out. Let's flip the cards around. Stapleton, Allenson, Remy. So Bruce Hurst back out on the mound, back in this game. Both pitchers now struggling. And Hurst will face Mattingly, Cerrone. In the top of the order, Willie Randolph. In the chat, we have the original Grognard. Hope all is well. And Ken Castro. Take a sip of ginger ale. I'm wide awake, OG. Psyched about the Red Sox winning Game 1 against the Yankees, though the pitching was not that good. All right, Mattingly doubled and knocked in a run in the second. Here's the pitch to Don Mattingly, lefty-lefty matchup, and it's a 4-5, and that's going to be off the Hurst card, 4 column. And a 5, that's a fly ball to Tony Armas for out number 1. So 1 out. Here's Rick Cerrone. Cerrone singled, knocking in Mattingly. Here's the pitch to Cerrone. That's a 1-10. It's going to be off the Cerrone card once we get this out of the way. Get Cerrone up. My Cerrona. Bum, 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 bum. And that's a 1-10. And that's a fly ball out to Reed Nichols and left for out number 2. Here in the top of the fourth, 5-4 Yankees. So 2 outs, base is empty. And here's Willie Randolph. Randolph, that's not right. Oh, Cerrone's down here. My faux pas. Here's Willie Randolph. That's wrong. Pitch to Randolph, and that's a 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3 off the left-handed side of the Randolph card. 3-3, and that's a pop out to Jerry Remy. Side retired. So Hurst gets his best inning. He finally puts up a goose egg. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 5-4 Yankees. Typical Red Sox slugfest here at Fenway. Due up in the bottom of the fourth, Nichols, Boggs, and Rice. Red Sox batted around. In the bottom of the third, can they do it again? D. Scott Howard's joined us in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So Nichols is 1 for 2. He had a single his last time up. Here's the pitch from the Gator to Nichols, and that is a 6-9. Go to the Gator card off the right-handed batter side, and that's a 6 and a 9. That's a fly ball to Ken Griffey Sr. in center, 1 down. So Nichols is retired. Here comes Wade Boggs. Boggs 1 for 2. He walked and scored. He awaits the offering from Guidry, and here it is. And that is a 4-4. Lefty-lefty. 4-4. And that's a fly ball again to Griffey in center. 2 down. So Guidry has settled down here, folks. So with 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Jim Rice. 1 swing of the bat could tie it up. Rice walked and scored in that 4-run third. Guidry takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Rice. That is a 3-6 to Jimmy Rice. 3-6, and Jim Rice has just gone yard as he shoots that one way over the green monster out to Lansdowne Street and rolling Mass Pike west towards Springfield, Massachusetts. Rice homers as it is a 3-6 on his left-handed column, and that's a home run, folks, and we're tied up at 5. So how the worm has turned. Yankees score the first 5 runs in this game. The Red Sox now score the second 5 runs, and we're knotted at 5. Jim Rice goes yard. 5-5. And here's Dwight Evans with 2 outs. Evans has doubled and singled. He scored a run. I'm sorry, Evans has doubled and walked and scored a run. Guidry in a bit of a pickle here. It's a new ball game. Here's the pitch to Dewey, and that is a 1 and a 7. A 1-7. And Evans swing and a miss as he was trying to go back-to-back jacks. Side retired. But Jim Rice ties the game up with his bomb. We go to the top of the 5th, 5-5. What a ball game. What a ball game. In the chat, we have D. Scott Howard, Ken Castro, OG, the original Grognard, and I don't know if Moni G's still there, but that's who we have. Hope all is well, folks. Going old school, pulled out the old card and dice set from 1984 when I bought it, which is the 83 set. Due up for the Yankees in the top of the 5th, Pinella, Winfield, and Baylor, 5-5 game. Hurst can go 6, and I'm not quite sure when you give up a lot of hits if you get fatigued, so I'm just going to play it. You know, he can pitch 6 innings and then he's fatigued. So, I don't know the rules as I once did. As I played a quick 3-inning game, I said, let's do it. Let's do it, as my foot is stuck on the rug. All right. Pinella is 2 for 2. He homered. Is 1 for 2, excuse me. He homered and grounded out to second. Here's the pitch to Sweet Lou, and that is a 3-5 to Pinella. 3-5, and Pinella's going to hit this ball hard. This would be a base hit, and that's an 18 on the 3-5, so that is a single. Pinella picks up his 2nd hit. Red Sox start to warm someone in the pen, as Hurst just does not have it today. He was only 12-12 in 83. Go-ahead run at first, and here comes a dangerous Dave Winfield. Winfield's 2 for 2. He homered his first time up and singled, so he has an RBI and 2 runs scored. Red Sox looking for a double play ball. Here's the pitch to Dave Winfield. I believe George Steinbrenner called him Mr. May, as he did not play well in the playoffs for the Yankees. And that's a 110, and Winfield works a walk. He's on base again. So Piniella advances to second, and Winfield's at first. And we might go to the pen. But I only have 3. Again, when you bought the set, this is what was annoying with Strat, and still is probably. They didn't give you all the players, at least for the cards. They gave you 20-something players. So I have Bob Stanley, Mark Clear, and Oil Can Boyd in the pen. Might have to go to Boyd for an inning. 4-8 with a 3.28. He's a righty. Might have to go to Boyd. Baylor's up. Baylor has flown to center and struck out. And that's it for Hurst. His day is done. We're going to Oil Can Boyd. He was not good, Bruce Hurst. 5-5 ball game. Hurst's day is done. So Hurst goes 5 innings. Actually, he goes 4 innings. He doesn't go 5 innings. He does not retire a batter in the 5th. So he goes 4 innings. He's responsible for the 2 runners on. And here comes Oil Can Boyd. Oil Can in 1983, 4 wins, 8 losses, 3.28 earned run average. Struck out 43, walked 23. So Oil Can Boyd is in the game. Hurst is out. And he'll face the righty, Don Baylor, with Piniella at second and Winfield at first. Here's the pitch from Boyd to Baylor, and that is a 4-3 righty-righty matchup. 4-3 ground ball, first base X. So the first baseman is Stapleton. He's a 2. All right. So he's a 2. And that's a 4, a 2, and a 4. If no runners are forced, runners hold. With 1 or more runners forced, batter is safe. Disregard previous result. Runner on first is out to second. Runner on first is out going to second. Other runners advance 1 base. That was a 4. What the hell did I roll? 4-2. So that's a ground. Oh, I read the wrong thing. Hold on. So 4-2. It's an out. We go to the 1. Runners advance 1 base. So the only plays to first, as there's a 1 next to the out. Again, these are old charts. I don't know if they changed. They're from 1984. So the runners advance. So it's second and third, 1 out. As Baylor goes 3-1 as Boyd covered the bag. I guess that's a fielder's choice. He's out anyway. So second and third, 5-5 ball game. And here comes Greg Nettles. Yeah, D. Scott Howard says, you had to learn to manage with 20-man roster in the 60s. Lucky starters went so long back then. Yeah, they didn't give you all the cards. I mean, that's stupid, to be honest with you. They should at least let you fill out, a decent amount. I think you get more than 20. I'll count them off after, though. But they're not all. There's a lot of players, you get players missing. All right, so Winfield is at third. Piniella's at second, 1 out. And here comes Greg Nettles. And Nettles likes right-handed pitching. Moment of truth here. We're going to play the infield normal. We're not playing it in. Don't want a big inning. Here's the pitch from Boyd to Nettles, and that's a 3-10. And a 3-10, and that's a single to right. The Yankees retake the lead. As Pinella scores, and a single to right. And Winfield is a tremendous base runner. 1 through 17. 1 through 17. 1 out. I think they would they go against Evans's 5-arm? We're going to hold him. We're going to hold him. So Winfield stops at third. Nettles with an RBI single. And it's 6-5. Yankees retake the lead. So Nettles at first, Winfield at third. Red Sox need a double play ball. Here comes Roy Smalley, the switch hitter. He'll now bat lefty off the right-handed throwing Boyd. And Smalley singled and did something else that I don't know because I didn't mark it. I think he singled and walked. We'll give him 2 singles. What the hell? It doesn't matter. It was from before. So he's 2 for 2, we'll say. I'll go back and probably get that wrong. Here's the pitch to Smalley. First and third. And that is a 5-10. And he's batting as a lefty this time. So we go to the Boyd left-handed card. 5-10. This play is for Gary Allenson. And Allenson as a catcher is a 2. So Allenson as a catcher is a 2. And that's a 6. So a 6 and a 2 dribbler. So that's an out. We're going to get the second out. And we look at the 1. Runners advance 1 base. Holy cow. So Winfield scores as he was off on contact. I guess that's the way that works. It's now 6-4. Nettles advances to second. And Smalley will pick up an RBI as he's out 2-3. And it's 6-4. So Nettles is at second. I believe I did that right. I don't know, folks. Sounds right to me. So Smalley's out, 2 outs. This is a slugfest. The pitching has been bad. 6-4 now, Yankees. No, 7-4, excuse me, because it was 5-5. 7-4. 7-5. Get it right, Al. 7-5, Yankees. Having another sip of ginger ale. 7-5, Yankees. And here comes Ken Griffey Sr. with 2 outs. And Nettles is at second. Here's the pitch to Griffey Sr. And Sr. is 0 for 2. And that is a 6-6. Sr. is a left-handed batter. 6-6. And he doubles to center as he burns Tony Armas. And scoring from second is Nettles. And the tie game was short-lived as Griffey picks up his first hit on the double and an RBI. And it's now 8-5 Yankees. So Oil Can Boyd did not spell relief, that's for sure. And here comes Don Mattingly. Mattingly is 1 for 2 with a double. He scored a run and knocked one in. Here's the pitch to Dandy Don. And that's a 3-5, 3-5 ground ball to short. And mercifully, this inning's over as Hoffman throws to Stapleton. 6-3. That's all it will be. But the Yankees score 3. And it's now 8-5 in a slugfest. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox need to get their bats going again. Due up for the Red Sox to face Ron Guidry here in the bottom of the 5th. Armas, Stapleton, and Hoffman. Tony Armas is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to second and struck out. So that's a 4-6. 4-6 off the Guidry card. And Armas works a walk. Goes station to station. He stops at second. They're down 3, 8-5. And that's a single. So first and second, no outs. And up steps the plate, Glenn Hoffman. Hoffman is 1 for 2. He singled in his last at-bat, was stranded at second. Hoffman's an A bunter, but Allenson's on deck. Hoffman will swing away. Thought about bunting for a second, but we're not going to do it. Here's the pitch to Hoffman, and Guidry deals him a 1-5. A 1 and a 5. We should have bunted, as that's a double play ball, as that's going to go 6-4-3. Advancing to third is Armas. So he's out, and that's a double play. 6-4-3. So Guidry gets the pitcher's best friend, 2 for 1, the double play. So Armas at third with 2 outs, and here's Gary Allenson. Allenson has flown to left and walked. Can pull the Red Sox to within 2 with a base hit. Guidry kicks and fires, and that is a 2-7 off the Allenson card. A 2-7 is a possible single 1-18, and it's a 4. Gary Allenson with a clutch 2-out single. And it's now 8-6 Yankees. That double play ball looms large now for the Yankees. That could have been 2 runs, possibly. So Allenson singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's 8-6. Pitching? What pitching? Armas scores. Hello, Bubba Husky. Here comes the number 9 batter, Jerry Remy, and he has struggled. He has struck out and grounded to second. Allenson's at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to the Rem Dog, and that's a 1-11. A 1-11 ground ball to first. And that will end the inning. The Red Sox get 1 as Mattingly takes it to the bag unassisted. Side is retired, but the Red Sox get 1. And it's now 8-6 Yankees. So Remy's out. Top of the order when we come back. Go to the top of the 6th. 8-6 New York. And Rick Cerrone will lead things off in the 6th against Oil Can Boyd, who has not spelled relief. Bob Stanley might be coming in. Stanley can go 3 innings. He was 8-10 with 2.85. Let's see if we can get Rick Cerrone here, though. Cerrone is 1 for 2. Here's a pitch from Boyd. Righty-righty matchup, and that's a 4-6. Righty-righty. 4-6, and Cerrone flies out to Evans, 1 down. So Cerrone's out, and here comes Don Mattingly. That's not right. Oh, we put these in the wrong order. Bear with me a moment. Un momento, por favor. as we got them in the wrong order. Nettles, Baylor, 8-6 Yankees. And here's Willie Randolph with 1 out. Randolph is 0 for 3. Boyd rocks and fires, righty-righty matchup. That is a 5-5. So we're going to go off the Boyd card, 5-5. And that's a ground ball to Remy for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Sweet Lou Piniella. Pinella's having a good day. He's 2 for 3 with a home run. He scored a run and has a ribby. He awaits the Boyd offering. Boyd kicks and fires, and Piniella gets a 1-7, so it's going to be off the Piniella card. Righty-righty matchup, 1-7, and Piniella goes down swinging, side retired. So the Red Sox put up a goose egg, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 8-6 Yankees. He can go 4 innings. And he has gone. Hurst didn't get anyone out in the 4th. So he's gone 2 innings. He can go another 2. So bottom of the 6th, 8-6 Yankees. Guidry will face the top of the order. Nichols, Boggs, and Rice. Reed Nichols, 1 for 3. He has a single. And that's triple sixes. So that's a 6-12 off the Guidry card. 6-12. Ground ball right back to Guidry. He throws to first. 1 away. Scoring at home, 1-3. I'll bring up Wade Boggs. Boggs is 0 for 2 with a walk. Guidry nods his head. Here's the pitch. And that's a 5-6. And that's going to be off the Guidry card. 5-6. And that's going to be a hard hit ball by Wade Boggs. That's a 9. Possible triple 1 through 3, but it's a 9. It's a single. So Wade Boggs picks up his first hit. And here come the Red Sox. Down by 2, 8-6. Boggs singles with 1 out. Boggs at first. Base running is 1 through 12. Here comes Jim Rice. Rice is 3 for 3. He has doubled, singled, and homered. It's a triple away from the cycle. If he hits a home run, it's a tie ball game. Guidry deals to Rice, and that is a 6-6. Right-handed batter, 6-6. And Rice hits him hard once again. 1 through 12's a double. And it's a 1. Rice doubles for his 4th hit off the Green Monster. And Boggs, with 1 out left. Piniella has a 0 arm. 1 through 12. He's going to hold. So it's going to be 2nd and 3rd. What a day Rice is having. 2nd and 3rd, 1 away. And here comes Dewey Evans. As Mr. Utah Mike has joined us, he said, wind's blowing out at Fenway. Yes, it is. This is a slugfest. Guidry, I got to think about going for the Yankees to someone. It's just the way the dice are rolling, to be honest with you. But it's a lot of fun. So 1 out, 2nd and 3rd, 8-6 Yankees. A slow pitch softball game's broken out here at Fenway. And here comes Evans. Evans, 1 for 2. He has doubled, struck out, and walked. He scored a run and knocked in a run. Second and 3rd. Boggs at 3rd. Rice at 2nd. Tying run, Jim Rice. Go ahead run at the plate, Evans. Guidry. Good for 9 innings, but I don't know if he's going to make it that far. Here's the pitch to Dewey, and that is a 4-6. We go to the Guidry card, 4-6. And this ball's hit hard, but Evans needs a 1 or a 2, and it's a 10, so that's a line out to Willie Randolph. Runners quickly get back to their bases, so 2 outs in its second and third. Nice play by Randolph. So that's a line out 4. And here comes Tony Armas. Armas 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out to second. His last time up, he walked and scored on the single by Gary Allenson. Three-run homer would put the Red Sox ahead. He really wants that 3 column. Here's the pitch from Guidry, and it's a 1 and a 3. Ground ball to short. And Smalley will throw to first, side retired, so the Red Sox strand 2. And they get no runs, so Guidry pitches out of the jam. 6-3, the final out. We go to the top of the 7th, and it's 8-6, Yankees. 8-6, Yankees. And I think that's it for Boyd. 7th. Bob Stanley's going to come in the game. Stanley Steamer. Stanley was 8-10 with .285 earned run average. We're going to go to Stanley and try to keep it a 2-run deficit. So Boyd pitched 2 innings, and he's done. And here comes Bob Stanley. Again, 8-10 with a .285 earned run average. Trying to keep it close, so Hurst and Boyd are out. Together they've given up 8 runs. So Bob Stanley will face Winfield, Baylor, and Nettles for the Yankees. 1983 style. Winfield is 2 for 2. He singled, homered, and walked. He scored 3 times. Here's the pitch from Stanley to Winfield. Righty-righty matchup, and that's a 5-8. And a 5-8's a fly ball out to Tony Armas, 1 down. Here comes Don Baylor, designated hitter. He is 0 for 3, but does have a ribby. Another righty-righty matchup. Baylor looking to launch one. Stanley kicks and fires, and that is a 3-5 off the Baylor card. 3-5, and that's a deep fly ball to center. Armas racing back, reaches up and makes the catch. Baylor just got under that one, 2 down. So 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes the left-handed batting third baseman, Greg Nettles. And Nettles is 1 for 3. He's grounded out to first, popped out foul to Allenson, the catcher, and singled and scored. Trying to keep the inning alive. Stanley sets, deals to Nettles, and that is a 4-6. So we go to the Stanley card, but to the left-handed batter's side. 4, oh boy, and a 6, and the inning will stay alive as Greg Nettles picks up his second hit, a 2-out single. So Nettles at first, 2 outs. He's a 1-11 base runner. Horrible base stealer. And here's Roy Smalley. Smalley is 2 for 3 with a ribby on a slow rolling ground out. Here's the pitch. Smalley's a switch hitter, and he's facing a right-handed batter. So he's batting lefty. And that is a 6-7. So he's a switch hitter, right-handed pitcher. He's batting lefty, 6-7. We go to Stanley's card, 6-7. Stanley strikes him out, side retired. Stanley puts up the goose egg. He does give up a hit, though, but that's okay. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 8-6. Yankees. Bubba Husky says, I used to know Nettles' son. Cool. Bottom of the 7th. And we're going to try to nurse Guidry. Let's see, who do we have? We have Gossage. He's good for 2 innings. We have George Frazier. Down goes Frazier, right? He was 4-4 with a 3.43. Shirley's a lefty. Shirley, you gotta be kidding me. Those are our 3 relievers. Gossage. Strat was so cheap. Gossage, Frazier, and Shirley. Well, we're going to stick with Guidry. Try to get through. One more inning, and then you go to Gossage for the last 2. That's the way we're going to play it. So Guidry will face Stapleton. Hoffman and Allenson. Stapleton is 1 for 3. He singled his last at-bat, but was forced out at second on the double play ball by Hoffman, which turned out to be huge. Here's the pitch of Dave Stapleton, and that is a 2-6, so it's off the Stapleton card, left-handed pitcher side. 2-6, and that's a line shot to Nettles. He makes the leap and the catch at third. Nice play by Greg Nettles at third, flashing the leather, a la Brooks Robinson. Line out 5, so 1 down. Here comes Glenn Hoffman. Hoffman 1 for 3, but he had that horrible double play ball. Guidry kicks and fires. Hoffman, a right-handed batter. That's a 1-10. Go to the Hoffman card. Left-handed pitcher side, 1-10. Ground ball to Smalley. He comes up firing. He throws to Mattingly. 2 down, 6-3. So 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Gary Allenson. Allenson is 1 for 2. He is singled, walked, and flown to left. Allenson wants that 2 column. Cerrone sets the target. The white dice has jumped the ship. We got to get the white dice, folks. Hold on a second. I got him. Here's the pitch to Allenson, and that is a 5-7 to Gary Allenson off the Guidry card on the right-handed batter side. 5-7, swing and a miss, side retired. Guidry has gone through 7. He's given up 6 runs. He has not been Gator-like, but he's ahead. We go to the top of the 8th, and it's 8-6 Yankees. Bob Stanley back out on the hill. He's good for 3 innings. He pitched the 7th, he'll pitch the 8th, and he'll pitch the 9th. He'll face Griffey Sr., Don Mattingly, and Rick Cerrone. Ken Griffey Sr. is 1 for 3. He struck out, grounded out to second, and doubled his last at-bat. The pitch to Griffey Sr., that's a 4-7 off the Stanley card. Griffey's a lefty. So 4-7, and that's a single. That's not a good column for Stanley, that 4. So that's a single. Griffey picks up his second hit. Griffey 1 through 14 base runner. Don Mattingly's coming up. Mattingly is a C bunter, but Mattingly is 1 for 3 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. He'll be swinging away. Stanley deals to Mattingly, and that's a 5-8. He's a left-handed batter. 5-8, ground ball to short. Possible double play ball. We'll have to look at Hoffman is a 2. Let's go to the X chart thingy. And again, these charts are from 84, so I don't know if these things have changed. We roll the dice, and Hoffman is a 2. We rolled a 3. And that's an out 1, a 3, so the batter is out as Hoffman had to come charging in on it. Griffey advances to second, and that goes 6-3. So Griffey advances to second with 1 out. He's in scoring position for the catcher, Rick Cerrone. Yankee catcher, Rick Cerrone, is 1 for 3. He singled, and he flew to left and flew to right. 1 out. Griffey's at second. Here's the pitch from Stanley to Cerrone, and that is a 6-7 righty-righty matchup on the 6-7, and that's a pop-out. As it's a pop-out to first, Stapleton makes the catch. 2 down. So 2 outs. Griffey will be off on contact. And coming to the plate is Willie Randolph with 2 outs. Stanley deals to Randolph, and that is a 6-7 righty-righty matchup. 6-7, and again, that's a pop-up, foul territory. Stapleton calling for it on the right side. He makes the catch, side retired. Go to the bottom of the 8th, still 8-6. Yankees. Let's get the batters in order for the Yankees. Lou Piniella will lead off the next inning. And Ron Guidry's done. Yankees. Actually, Guidry will pitch one more batter because Jerry Remy's a lefty. Guidry will pitch one more batter. Forgot to put Bob Stanley in on the score sheet. There we go. So Guidry will pitch to one more batter, Jerry Remy, and then we'll go to Goose Gossage. Here's the pitch to the Rem Dog, and that is a 3-3. And Remy hits the ball hard, but right at Mattingly at first. Out number 1. And the Yankees bench breathes a sigh of relief as that ball was going to head down the line for a double. But that is a line out to Mattingly. Positioned perfectly. So 1 out, and that's it for Ron Guidry. So Guidry pitches 7 1/3. And his day is done. He can only win it. He can't lose it. He struggled. He gave up 6 runs. So Guidry's day is done. Put him over there. Top of the order, 1 out, and here comes Goose Gossage. The Goose. Gossage 13-5 with a 2.27 earned run average. He struck out 90, only walked 25, pitched 87 innings in 83. So here comes Goose Gossage. To try to nail down the save here, he'll have to pitch an inning and 2/3. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Gossage will face Reed Nichols. Righty-righty matchup. Nichols is 1 for 4. Here's the pitch from the Goose, and that is a 2-7 righty-righty off the Nichols card. 2-7, swing and a miss. Gossage starts off his outing in style. He strikes out Nichols. So there's 2 out. No one can hear me. And OBS is reconnected. Wade Boggs is 1 for 3. He has lined out to second, walked flown out to center and singled. 2 outs. Gossage deals to Boggs, and it is a 3-9. Boggs hits righties quite well. 3-9, possible single here. 1 through 8's a single. If not, it's a line out to second, and it's a 3, so Boggs keeps the inning alive with a single to right. Picks up his second hit, Wade Boggs, third time on base. 8-6. It's 8-6 Yankees. Boggs is at first, 1 through 12 base runner. And there's 2 outs. And here comes Jim Rice, and Rice is having what you can say is a great day. He is 4 for 4. He has doubled, singled, knocked in, singled and scored, homered to tie the game, and he's doubled. Triple away from the cycle. One swing of the bat could be 8-8. Righty-righty matchup, and Rice feasted on right-handed pitching. Gossage takes a deep breath. The violent windup and the pitch to Rice, and that is a 5-7. A 5-7. That's a swing and a miss as Rice was trying to tie it up with one swing of the bat, and the inning is over. So Gossage strikes out 2. He does give up a single, but the side is retired. We go to the top of the 9th, 8-6 Yankees in a thriller from Fenway Park. Gossage does his J.O.B. Stanley now coming in for his second inning of work, third inning of work, excuse me. And this is his last inning he can pitch, because he'll be fatigued after this. So he pitches the top of the 9th, trying to keep it a 2-run deficit and get it to the Red Sox bats. He'll face Piniella, Winfield, and Baylor. Piniella, 2 for 4, a home run, a single, RBI. He scored once. He's also struck out and ground out. Here's the pitch to Sweet Lou, and that is a 6-11 off the Stanley card. A 6-11. That is a fly ball out to left to Reed Nichols, and there's an X. We're going to go to the chart. Reed Nichols in left is a 2. We roll the 20-sided die, and that is a 9. That's probably not good. A 2 and a 9 is a double. So Nichols makes a diving attempt at the ball, doesn't get to it, gets by him, and Lou Piniella winds up at second. Big insurance run there. Yankees up by 2. No lead is safe at Fenway when it keeps scoring runs, as Piniella picks up his third hit of the game. Here comes Dave Winfield. Winfield is 2 for 3. He's walked. He scored 3 runs, knocked 1 in. He's also flown deep to center. Back in the first, Piniella and Winfield went back-to-back home run shots. Here's the pitch to Winfield, and that is a 2-2. How do you do? We shall see on the 2-2, and that's a fly ball to left. And that's an A fly ball. So fly ball to left, A. Fly ball to left, A. Fly ball to left, A. Batter is out. Runners advance 1 base. Alright, so that's a deep fly ball. Piniella advances to third. That was a 2-2. Make sure I read that right. That's a 2. Yep, fly ball to left. Wow, he advances to a fly ball. Alright, well, must have been to the gap. Infield will move in now, so the infield's in. Pinella's at third, 1 out. And here comes Don Baylor. On deck, Greg Nettles. Here's a pitch to Baylor, and that is a 1-4. A 1-4 ground ball to short A. Infield in, ground ball to short A. This is where I'm going to mess up. Runner on third holds. Out number 2. Six to 3. Infield goes back to normal. 2 outs. And I'll bring up Greg Nettles. Nettles on deck is Smalley. Nettles 65% against righties. Smalley 56. Either way, it's pick your poison. Because Smalley's a switch hitter. So we're going to pitch to Nettles. Nettles had 20 home runs. Smalley, I believe, had 18. 65, 56. We're going to walk Nettles intentionally. We'll pitch to Smalley. Intentional walk. Nettles is at first. Here's Smalley, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Roy Smalley, switch hitter, batting lefty. And that is a 4-7. Son of a bitch. Didn't matter. It's a single, even if it was Nettles. It's a single, so Smalley comes through in the clutch. Runners advance 2 bases, easily scoring from third is Piniella. It's now 9-6. And Nettles goes first to third on the 2-out single and RBI by Smalley. So 2 outs, first and third. 9-6 now. And here comes Ken Griffey Sr. And that is a 2-10. 2-10. Ground ball to first. Fielded by Stapleton. He flips to Stanley. Side retired, but the Yankees put up another one. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 9-6. So that's 3-1. Bottom of the 9th. Gossage 3 outs away. From picking up the save and giving the Yankees and Guidry a win. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees get another one. 4, 5, 8, 1. 9-6 Yankees. Gossage will face Evans, Armas, and Stapleton. Here's the pitch to Evans. And that's a 6-8. Righty-righty, 6-8. And that's a strikeout. Gossage strikes out Evans. 1 down. This is going to be quick and painful. Gossage is in his second inning of work. He got the last 2 outs, so he's good for this whole inning. Needs 2 more outs. Here comes Tony Armas. Here's the pitch to Armas from Gossage. That's a 1-7 righty-righty matchup. 1-7, and that's a strikeout as Armas swing and a miss. He was looking to go yard, so that's another strikeout for Gossage. Yankees and Gossage 1 out away from victory here at Fenway, 9-6. It's up to Dave Stapleton to keep the inning alive. Stapleton is 1 for 3. He has singled, walked, flown to left, and lined to third. The windup and the pitch from Goose to Stapleton, and that's a 2-7, 2-7 off the Stapleton card, 2-7. And Gossage jams him. It's a sky-high pop-up to short. Smalley calling for it. Ball game over. Goose Gossage picks up the save. Ron Guidry gets the win. Yankees win 9-6. And that was my first Strat-O-Matic game in quite a long time. Hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to say thank you to Bubba Husky, Mr. Utah Mike, D. Scott Howard, Ken Castro, OG, the original Grognard, and Moni G. So once again, the Yankees win in a thriller. It was a slugfest, 9-6 at Fenway. Guidry picks up the win. He was not stellar. Gossage goes an inning and 2/3 with the save. I'm not going to do the stats up yet. I don't go that quick. Hurst gets the loss, as he was dreadful in 4 innings. Boyd came in, pitched 2 innings. He wasn't good. Stanley pitched the final 3 innings. He was the best of them all. He only gave up 1 run. Let's just count Gossage's strikeouts in an inning and 2/3. Gossage struck out 4. So once again, Yankees win 9-6, 1983. Yankees versus the 83 Red Sox. Guidry the winner. Gossage with the save. Hurst the loser. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Go Red Sox today, as they took game 1 in for real, 5-4. You know what's coming, folks. Peace.